In the heart of Africa, two strangers from different worlds find love in the most unexpected way. A love story began between these strangers, a story not born from touch, not from sight, but from the power of words, carried across distance and time. Kelechi was a young man living in Lagos, Nigeria, ambitious, determined, and buried in the struggle of medical school. But beneath his strong appearance was a quiet longing, a yearning for someone who would see him, not just his success. One evening, he joined a forgotten pen pal program meant to connect African youths. With little thought, he wrote a short, polite letter and sent it to a total stranger. That stranger was Amina, a Fulani girl from a quiet village in the Sahel. She lived a life bound by tradition, herding cattle, helping her mother, and preparing for a future shooting for her. But in the stillness of night, under the old baobab tree, she unfolded his letter, and for the first time, her heart beat differently. She replied, and with that reply, the journey began. The weeks turned into months, letter after letter, carried laughter, secret fear, and dreams too delicate to share with anyone else. Amina wrote of the cattle song, sung beneath the burning sun, of the silence of the desert nights, of her dream to one day see a library bigger than her entire village. Kelechi replied with tales of Lagos, of the chaotic bus painted in yellow, of studying medicine through sleepless nights, of his fear of failing his family's high expectation of him, and slowly, through words written on paper and typed on a glowing screen, they fell in love, not with faces, not with wealth, with the soul they discover in each other's later. But love in Africa is never without trials. In Amina's home, her father began arranging her marriage to a wealthy cattle merchant named Issa. For her family, tradition came before dreams. Love had no place in such decisions. Meanwhile, in Lagos, Kelechi parents warned him, focus on your studies. When it's time to get married, choose wisely from our own people. This letter writing fantasy will lead you nowhere. And yet, the hearts clung to each other's words. Every letter became a lifeline, every email a promise they refused to let go. One evening, with Amina's tears stained letter pressed to his chest, Kelechi made a choice. He packed a small bag. He left behind the noisy streets of Lagos and set his eye on the northern savannah, where she waited. In the marketplace of a quiet Sahel village, Amina stood nervously, clutching the scarf around her shoulders. The sun set in golden flames across the sky while she saw him. Kelechi walked slowly towards her, his eyes searching, trembling, hopeful, and then the eyes met. It wasn't the beauty of her face or the strength of his shoulder that mattered. It was the recognition of a soul they already knew, a love that had crossed deserts, cities, tradition, and doubt, and all through whispers written in letters. And so, in the heart of Africa, where tradition meets modernity, where silence meets words, Amina and Kelechi prove that love does not always need touch to grow. Sometimes it only needs words, words powerful enough to cross the savannah. And that was the story of Whisper Across the Savannah. It tells of love, hope, and the power of words. If this story touched you or touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more African stories like this one. Until next time, keep believing in love, even in the most unexpected places.